Hi.
Morning.
Good morning. Hello, Coach Louis. Hello, Stefan. How are we this morning?
Good.
Good.
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold. We've just brought the heat. It was Jeremy, I think, has gone for a little vomit there off to the side. I want to just say, Stefan, you have been my inspiration. For those of us that are joining for the first time, they're Vitality members.
I did not vomit.
For those of them that have joined for the first time, they maybe don't know Stefan's story. Stefan's been part of our one-on-one program, and he posts his posts daily. And
Yeah,
Stefan,
they're
insane. Jeremy was even saying, I cannot wait to meet you. Firstly, Stefan, how did you hear about us? How did you hear about our one-on-one program? Give us a little bit of background into how you came to know us.
I've got a friend actually. They're a couple, Neil and Shalene from Cape Town, who's also on the Jeff programs. And Shalene was running a competition during lockdown, and her husband Neil nominated me. And one of the prizes was the one-on-one program for 2 months. And somehow that came across my way. My name was drawn, and that's how I started. Yeah.
And tell me,
Now I'm
Stefan,
3
you've
months,
been working
going for the 4th month now. Yeah.
4 months now, I know. And tell me, this is the thing that I find the most inspirational. Not necessarily your results are so inspirational, but you have been a smoker. For how many years were you a smoker?
I've smoked for 24 years. 24
and
years.
how many cigarettes on average were you smoking a day, would you say?
Too many.
Well, in the last few years, I was turning 30 to 40 a day. Yeah. So in the last, before when I stopped, I was probably smoking about almost 40 a day. Yeah.
And Stefan, tell people now, how many cigarettes are you smoking a day?
It's been, today is 5 weeks without a single puff.
I mean, I cannot. I mean, these changes, I am just blown away. I want to bring up some of your results actually, so that people can see some of your transformation. But I think actually, Coach Louis, you can tell us while the pictures come up. I just want you to speak about the results, and I think it's actually more than what these pictures show. So the pictures are going to pop up, but Louis, I want you to talk about these results for us quickly.
Yeah, cool. I think Stefan's been absolutely, he's an incredible human being, and he's worked incredibly hard. I think in the 3 months he's lost a total of 58 centimeters all around. He's picked up 7 kgs when he stopped smoking, and he lost a further 2 kgs on top of that. So the smoking has put a little hurdle in the works, but he's remained positive. He's got his head on, and he really he knows what he wants to achieve, and he's got the bigger picture in mind, and he's working extremely hard every single day to achieve that. I think sometimes I fight with him because he works too hard. That's a big thing. So, but I mean, yeah, Stefan is an absolute legend. He knows what he's doing. And he's trusting the process. He's trusting in me, and we're working so well together. And he's an absolute legend.
Stefan, I want to know what is your overall goal? You've lost X amount of weight, X amount of centimeters. You've stopped smoking. What's the overall goal? What are we working towards?
I started off in November saying that I wanted to lose 70 kilograms in the next, or by the end of next year, by the end of December. So I'm down 42 now in total. So yeah, for now I'm still. I know it's a bit of a push to get to do another about 28 in the next 6 months, but I want to get as close as I can to that. But obviously, and I think the big goal in the end would be for me to lose about 100 k's. And when I get there, I'll check again. but that's the first one. So the first goal is 100 kilograms to lose. So I'm 42% there.
Amazing. And tell us, Stefan, what is it about the one-on-one program that's so special? For those that have never heard of it or don't really know about it, what is it that makes the program so successful?
When I won this prize, I said, okay, you know what? Let me give this a go, because at that moment I was still just walking for exercise. I really said to myself, I believed I couldn't do anything more than walking, because when I started walking in November, I put on a smartwatch and a GPS, and I thought, yes, I'm starting walking. And after 300 meters, I was done. I couldn't walk any further. So I progressed to doing a 5 and a 10 kilometer by the time I joined with Louis, and I did this because I wanted, and I thought I won't be able to do this stuff. And when that first routine came through, and I printed it out, and that first day it was squats, and it was lunges, and I couldn't do it. I remember my first squats. I used to. That's about less than 3 months ago. I sat on a chair and I stood up. That was the closest I could get to a squat. And now I do maybe 100 squats a day.
Jeez, it's crazy.
My dog's visiting. So the one-on-one, I think, pushes you to a point where you get to know what you actually can do. And we've adapted a lot of things and adjusted it and regressed it and replaced it. But slowly but surely, you're getting into the point where you get your daily sort of routine, and you can actually do it. Where previously it was just a total impossibility. So I don't think on my own I would have come close to it. And I think this came at the right time for me as well, because I was hitting a bit of a plateau with my own sort of process. I've lost a good number of kilos, and I started getting fitter and whatever. But the thing that the one-on-one has given me is strength and stamina, and just being able to do a lot more than what I could imagine I could do.
I mean, Stefan, it's so inspiring to listen to you speaking. And Louis, I want to speak to you a little bit now just about Stefan and how he's been tackling the program. I mean, listening to him saying that in the beginning he couldn't do a squat, and that's one of the things that I think is so powerful about our one-on-one program, is that it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's not, this is the program, and if you can't do this, then sorry, you're not in it. It's about adjusting and having your coach realize that each person is also different. So I just want you to give us a little bit of background on what it's been like working with Stefan, how far he's come, and where you still want to go.
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing is, both Stefan and myself, we both were very, very patient with the journey. Like you said, for him in the beginning, getting up and walking 300 meters was a struggle, and, he'll be tired and his feet are sore. So I think that alone is kind of is a struggle. And like I said, we were both patient about it, and we kind of, adjusted things that needed to be adjusted, and made sure that we are still, doing things that are needed, and, that he can cope. And yeah, he's been absolutely amazing with it, and he's understanding about the program, and the journey has just been amazing. So yeah, he's an absolute legend. And
I'm so proud of you as well, Coach Lou. I mean, we have so many amazing coaches in our program, but I mean, I think firstly, the Connect team does such an amazing job at matching people in the one-on-one program with the right coach, the coach that's going to get the best out of them. And I think, Stefan, my last question will be for you. Well, actually, I have two questions. The first one is, who is always the girl that's in your pictures? Is that your daughter or is it your granddaughter?
No, it's my daughter. Now, my daughter and my son is hugely supportive. Mostly, sometimes I have to that was one of the reasons I started to start a journey, because I went to a hockey match, and I had to drag myself from the car to the field and put down a chair. There I sat, and I couldn't. When they started changing fields, I couldn't get to the next field. I was just too exhausted. So that's when I started and said I needed to do something. And now the kilos I've lost is more than what she is, and that's part of the reason why I'm sort of carrying her around and doing little things with her. But the nice thing is, where they couldn't get me moving, I need to sort of go and wake them up now and say, come, it's time for us to do something. So,
and that leads into my last question. My last question is what is your why? Like, what is your why for wanting to have this transformation and journey? And I'm guessing for you, a lot of your why is because of your family, because of your kids, wanting to be healthier for them. Just give us a little bit more about that. Like, what is the why for you on why you want to have this transformation, stop smoking, all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think primarily it's health. I just couldn't. I was missing out on a lot, not just with family, but in general. I would go to beautiful and wonderful places and not be able to experience it and see it because I needed to find a place to sit. Which it sounds funny, it sounds crazy, but it happens. So at the moment, I can't wait to get to a new place because I'm going to take a walk of 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers around the town or whatever. But yes, it's just about making life better. The smoking was something I wanted to do this year. It was forced a little bit earlier on me due to this whole lockdown situation. So I'm probably one of the few that would be hesitantly thankful for that afterwards, after the fact. But yeah, it's just in general, it's a big thing. I think I just need to mention on the nutrition side as well. I've been on every diet in the world. I've lost 40 kilograms on every diet in the world, and I've gained 60 afterwards again. And this has now been going for 4 months now. It's the longest I've maintained a nutritional plan because it's not a diet. In the traditional sense, it's a lifestyle. The 1.5 days free helps. Initially, it was like I was like crazy when they 1.5 days came. I would have like anything and everything, and now I find that it's starting to sort of smooth out. That on your 1.5 days that you can eat what you want to eat. You find yourself having a normal breakfast sometimes, and not cheat or treat as much. So it's become a lifestyle. I think that's the big thing. And if we get back to the why, if you've got a healthy and a good lifestyle, the rest becomes easier. And dealing with stress and dealing with work, everything just becomes easier.
Yeah,
exactly right. And that's one of the things you said is so powerful. You said it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And that for those that are listening in now that don't know about our one-on-one program, the reason why I love the one-on-one program's nutritional guide so much is because it's not a diet. There's nothing that gets cut. There's no food groups that get excluded. It's very much a balanced, healthy lifestyle with regards to your eating. And there is that 1.5 days. It's 5.5 days out of 7, that 1.5 days where if you want to have a bribe, it's like a cheat day, but not a cheat day, a treat day.
More reward.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Reward.
It does sound nicer. Louis, I thought you were going to add one last thing before we sign off.
Yes. Yeah, I just wanted to, obviously just use this platform as well, just to, Stefan, I want to tell you that, you do inspire so many people out there, and myself included. I really, really look up to you, but you are a massive, massive inspiration to many of us. It is not the easiest journey that you are embarking, but you are an incredible human being for doing what you're doing. And I appreciate you, and I've enjoyed every single journey with every day with you in this journey. And like I said, I'm really excited for the next couple of months going forward with you. And to every one of my clients out there, that's why I love this job. You Louis legends, you guys are absolute amazing.
And I'm so grateful that you came on today, Stefan. I mean, we've seen your posts every day. Jeremy's been talking about you every single day. I know that you said you want to inspire to be inspired, and for me, you are inspiring so many people to take a look at their own journeys, their own lifestyles, and not only that, you have this amazing group of people behind you that are just championing you on and supporting you. And I just want to say, this community is the best community. I feel so privileged to be a part of it. I feel so privileged that you are a part of it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on today, sharing your story. Coach Louis, you're an absolute legend. For anyone that wants to get in contact with Coach Louis, you can send him a DM. He's got a Coach Louis page. Make a comment on the page below, and he'll get in contact with you. But I just want to say thank you so much, Stefan, for coming on. Thank you, Coach Louis. You guys are legends.
Thanks, guys.
We are going to be watching you, Stefan, on your journey forwards. I'm going to continue to take inspiration from you, but I'm not just going to take the inspiration. I'm going to do something about it. And that's something that I think you are wanting to do. You want to inspire, but you don't want to inspire just for the sake of inspiring. You want to inspire so that people can actually do something about it. So I just want to say thank you so much. I'm so grateful. We're going to keep watching your journey and keep smashing it.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody. I mean, every message, I get literally hundreds, I think thousands of messages of support, and without that, I think it might have been a lot more difficult. But it's so out there now. I can't stop. That helps me.
Exactly.
And,
Motivate yourself.
and I was joking. I was saying that people say you are inspiring, but I'm getting to the point now where I say, okay, show me how. You can't say I inspire you and then you're still not starting or doing something. Then it's just a nice show.
Yeah.
So choose your words wisely. I'm gonna keep you accountable if you blame
love
stuff on
it.
me.
That's how it should be.
I love it. Well, you guys are legends. Have the best Saturday. Thank you so much for coming on.
Lekker,
And I'm going to
thanks.
see you guys on Monday.